who is he? This, that. No, you have missed it, and you keep missing it. The moment you come to the point where you keep telling yourself that I am better than this person. And you know what I mean life. You know what I mean by life. The people you met, the kind of life you lived, and all those things there. No. You are tormenting your future without knowing. If you say, I don't need him, I don't need anybody to talk to me, I don't need this, he cannot do this, he cannot do that. You are just tormenting your life. You are tormenting your life. You are tormenting your life. Praise God. So I want you to come to the point where you need somebody to talk to you. You need a mentor. You need a mentor. You need someone who can caution you. You need someone who can advise you. You need someone who can tell you that this path that you are taking is wrong. That is why even if all your friends are foolish, all your friends are stupid, try and have at least one that is wise. Because you cannot tell me that all your friends are good 100%. This year, I've not spoken to some of my close friends. And this is just third month. So, if most of them can stay without hearing my voice, I can stay without hearing anybody's voice. Most of them, I'm role model to them. But just because we are friends, just because we are colleagues, so they try to play that opportunity. But life becomes more miserable to you as a person when you look at people who can help you scale through certain challenges and you try to rub shoulder with them as equal. So in life, in ministry, as a matter of fact, those of you who are not even married now, you should start planning how you want your future marriage life to look like. Because wedding is just a day. Wedding is just what? A day. Marriage is for life. There are certain things you can take in a relationship. In a relationship, you see all kinds of things. That is when you should even understand the man. That's when you should even understand the woman. But people who believe that as long as say I fit understand them for courtship, I can understand them for marriage. You know, lie you. A woman wants you, or a woman wants to submit because of what you have. She can decide to play around the gallery, like, but the moment she enters the marriage, you will see her true color. A man wants to also, that's when you see a man that wants to get a woman, he will do everything. He will do everything. You call her Momo, you go up. But the moment he enters you, forget it. You will even call him, not go pick your call. So your future today is dependent on whoever you call your mentor. That is why if you come around me and you don't change, you can't change if you change again. You can't change again. If my teachings, if my good lifestyle cannot change you, if my ruggedity cannot change you, you can't change. Somebody was talking to me, he said, you just be like, say, he said, Pastor, be like say, na juju now you use. I said, I don't use any juju. He said, because the person that I was supposed to give that is now postpone the thing. Because if the person don't postpone, I'm going to go under pressure. So God had to talk to the person and say, move this thing. But to anybody, everything is not juju. If you don't know how to plan your life, you will start blaming your parents. If I fail today, maybe my parents make me fail. I mean, I choose to fail. Nobody should point finger at anybody. And then you say, my mother did this, my grandmother did. No. Now you blame yourself, because they've done their whatever thing they've done in the past. It's none of your business. You've seen that some things went wrong. What are you supposed to do as a person? You are supposed to correct it. And how do you correct it? You start correcting it now. Start correcting it now. I just want that girl to get to 10 years. Then I will give her principles. I've already bought Kuboko for her. Maybe she just reach 10 years. The Kuboko in my car is for her. Just want her to get to 10 years. If my mentor, Bishop Chris Matthew, did not play certain game and certain life, he shouldn't play my life. No. People missed it today not because there is wind somewhere. They missed it because they choose to miss it. Nobody. And let me tell you the gospel truth. The battlefield of any man's life is in the mind. And I will keep saying it anytime, any day. Any witchcraft you see that is flying is in your mind. Do we have witchcraft? Yet. But how do they operate that you believe that they operate in your life? It's in your mind. The moment your mind the moment those things exalt themselves more than the knowledge of Christ in your life, you have missed it. So the question now is, who are you following? See, the truth is, God helped me on time. But it's just that when you are not connected to certain mentors that could help you to scale past this level that you are, then you should know that you shouldn't point finger at anybody. It was caused by you. I was talking to a friend, and he made a statement. He was saying, guy, if I have such money, to be frank with you, I will not invest that money in that place. And I said, why? He said, it is foolishness for you to invest such money in that place when you know that your capacity is bigger than that place. I said, yes, but you should know now. Say, at least there are other districts. He said, don't operate like that. He said, go and read the story about those foolish virgins. He said 5 virgins. So go and read their stories. He said, when you finish studying their stories, then you come back and tell me. He said, most times we try to please people around us, not we that God gave the vision. Because if anything happens to you, you are the one God is going to ask. God is not going to ask those people around you. That's why the Bible also said that on the last day, every soul that is here, and the truth is not everybody will go to heaven. Not everybody will go to heaven. You should know that. Don't shout Holy Ghost fire. If as I'm preaching Christ to you, the life of Christ to you, and you don't want to accept, I will leave you. If my immediate family succeeded in going to heaven and you no go, there's no problem. I will still explain to Christ. So he was saying those things, and most times you also ponder on a lot of things. And the most important thing you should do is you hand it over to Christ. There are certain decisions we take today that will take decisions out of context. And before you know it, we start pushing blame on people. If you are too big, I use the word, if you are too big to take instruction from your mentor, then you are too big to fail. I repeat, you are too big to fail. Because people who don't value their mentor, who don't value their instructions, who don't value their future, fails. I have a mindset. One thing about me is if I talk to you, and you don't want to change, I leave you. And you don't do shows, I will talk to you again. I won't be advising you. I will not leave you. I will switch to another person that wants to take the advice. I won't bother checking or how are you, all those things. I won't, even if I say anything about you, I will keep quiet. I will just keep you quiet. Because if I had people who advise me, I was talking to Shia and Emily. I said, I just know that I'm bigger than this rain. But there is something, I just know that I just need to break out. They're mute. Before a pastor called me from Ireland. Carry women from the church here. Lost the job. So we let him start from square one. As if I knew that time, I would have arrested him too. That talks to you about life, and you ignore you ignore their life experience, you go suffer. Oh. It's not a cause, you go suffer. Do you know that all these young ladies that are here, you know, go tell me say you don't chop life. Rich people don't pass your age. It's not possible. It's not possible. You see the way our granddaughter's skin is. Now so her skin be before. But you see say for up here, you don't food. Now so life be. Now so life be. You know, so right now, you are everywhere. You are yoppy. You are. They tell you, don't worry. The time is coming. The time is coming. Look for a mentor that you will respect. That when he advises, when he corrects you, you will take his correction. And let me tell you the gospel truth. If you want to fly high in life, you need the shoulder of a mentor to stand upon. You need the shoulder of a mentor to stand upon. Remove that thing from your neck. You see the way I look. That's how I want you to look. So you go come out for this church, you go change. You know there is this lifestyle of musicians. When they go to programs, when they finish playing, they go disappear. It's everywhere. When they go to programs, they finish singing, they'll go hang for outside. The truth is, such thing will not happen in this place. Never. We are going to make disciples that even if we are no longer on earth, they will still do this work the way Christ asks us to do it. Praise God. So, you need a mentor. You need what? You need what? You need what? You need a mentor. No man is an island. Any man that succeeded was assisted by someone else. No man is an island. You must know this. Anyone you see that has ever succeeded was assisted by someone else. No man. You can't do it alone. You don't have all the time to fail. You don't have all the time to do mistakes. You see all these people on media now. If they fail in this area, it's their business. It's not me. Because I've been able to draw them close to understand certain things. Now, hear this. If they pick it up from where they learned it, from the way where may I bring them to, it's another plus to them. Because there are more things to explore in this area. Some of those videos that Onye uses her phone to do, if they are to do that phone professionally, 25,000, 30,000. But there are some things where you go online. There are things you should learn. There are people you should connect to. There are people that should teach you professional videos. So if they fail, it's not me. That was when I brought that guy that came last time. That was here last week Saturday. You see, say, I'm not sure that can take that guy 10 minutes to 20 minutes. Everything was fixed. Why? He has knowledge of what he's doing. You know, something we don't get knowledge. We don't get knowledge for. Now you go struggle. That's why I keep saying this, that most times somebody can do your thing for you like yourself. Because I looked at it, we have TVs in this church. But they are not functioning. They are working, but it's not functioning. What are we supposed to do? We sat down. Oh yeah. Let's check. And we got it. But the moment you start giving excuses, you can't prevail over that same thing. Say, I need a mentor. You see why people make certain expensive mistakes. Where is John? What is he doing outside? If you follow me and you don't learn, you can't learn. And you know if you learn. The only thing I'm afraid of is to lose my life when it's not yet time to lose my life. But every other thing, I'm not afraid of any other thing. Any other thing, I'm not afraid of any other thing. I've seen 99. I just want to remain. If your mentor does not go to church on Sunday, congratulations, you know go to church. Because your mentor will give you reasons why you must not go to church. Your mentor will tell you that Sundays are for washing of clothes, are for resting day. But from Monday to Saturday are for work. Mentor will give you reasons. Such mentor will give you reasons why you must not even go to church. That church is a scam. But you'll be so sure that such mentor was a strong believer. Was a strong believer. So most times, the people you call your mentor, the people you are looking up to also matters. Everybody, as a matter of fact, you must not even look up to everybody. Everybody should not even be your standard. You should have a particular person that is your standard. The person can be a man, it can be a woman, but just make sure that this person has standard. I say it with all alacrity and with all sincerity. All the sons that I've raised from this commission, you can never see any of them don't have a lion's heart. Never. I use the word never. I mean those who are pastor. Even when sometimes when it's as if they should give up, they will remember all those dogedity, they continue. I have seen reasons why a lot of people have left the faith, The reason is because the people they look up to have also failed them. When you see somebody that was going to church before, they go church, and they stop going to church, there must be something that made the person stop going to church. And let me tell you the gospel truth. If your mentor is somebody that loves the things of God, and you don't love the things of God, that means you have another mentor that is talking to you, and which is the devil. Let me be frank with you. Those who have submitted application as worker, the people like take. Those of you who have not submitted, I don't know you as worker. You are what you are doing. You are just doing. You are doing a volunteer. How do they call them? Volunteer. That's what you are doing now. I know those who are my workers. So those of you who have not submitted, I just take you as normal. You know, you are just doing the work normal. By next month or those who have submitted, they are going to get the ID card. These ones are the staffs of the church. We know these ones. I know in every company they have those who are under probation, Abi. So some of you are still under probation. And there is no full assurance that even you will submit application, you will still collect ID card. Yeah, there is no full assurance. If you don't submit, make us give you ID card. That means you are still under probation. Because I can't imagine small children that the person you call a mentor will first you come church and you are coming late. You are very stupid. Foolishness runs in your blood. You have never met me. I wake up 5 o'clock. You think I don't like sleep? You think I don't like sleep? I will wake up 5. Sometimes around 4, I will start prayer. Before 5:50, I'm done with both the spiritual aspect, both clean up the car and everything. Everything is set. So if at this your age, we never marry, you are behaving like this, there is full assurance. I'm using full assurance. Even if you marry tomorrow, you will stop your husband from going to church. There is full assurance. Because imagine when a man don't dress finish to go church and you are still dragging leg, he go tired, he go say beg. And if you leave you go church, you go say now because you know what make you go church now make you leave me go church. You hear a statement like now you want to go start church. Now you want to go and start church. Look up. You can't afford to end like this. You need somebody to talk to you. You need someone to advise you. And let me tell you the gospel truth. If you are into any relationship and the person keep you quiet, stop advising you. Just know, say the person has moved on. Just take and say the person has moved on. They say silence is golden. Praise God. Sit down small. You need a mentor. You need what? You need a mentor. Hello, sir. You need a mentor. Mentors are the future. Are the people that gives you future for tomorrow. So future for life. When you see somebody who loves God for, there are some things I can't do. I would rather even leave that environment than for me to stop doing the things where they know me for. No. I will leave that environment. Because do you know how many people that were connected to you before now? So no man is an island. Anyone you see today that succeeded was helped by someone. God will send somebody to help you. So you can't afford to do things on your own without the help of a mentor. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. You know why? You know why I stop mocking anybody disability? I used to know a woman in those days. Then we had shop in Kirikiri. So I noticed that anytime this particular deformity person pass, this woman will be laughing. So one day, somebody now asked and say, if you dey go church truly, now you go dey laugh person like this. They say just like in just the way they say the thing go don't make and they. Now that woman, nobody say she won't get belly. I don't know whether she use the word whether she don't pass the age to get belly or something. Finally, she took in and gave birth to that same thing which she did mock in Kirikiri. That same thing when they, like she come. No, as in we know when I say somebody don't pass stage to born. Even when she was pregnant, people were saying, which kind of momoting me this one now? What you speaking do again? Because this is why they talk so the first speaking don't marry herself. So nobody know what really happened. She come born. Come with that same people when they laugh. Now you come born. Anything you don't see your mentor do, don't do it. And let me say this, it's not everything you see your mentor do, you must copy. Copy the good ones. Mentors are ladder for your lifting. Copy the good one that will take you to your next level. Mentors are like father. Mute. Your mentor is like a father to you. Fathers are feathers. You need their grace to fly higher. Fathers are what? They are feathers. So no matter how useless your father is, he still remains your father. No matter how you think your father is useless, he still remains your father. It is only in church I see. It's only in church setting I see people do a lot of nasty things. Some of the things you cannot do to your biological father in the house, when you come to the church, you want to do it. And you need this your father's grace to succeed. You need His grace to succeed. So when you see people who missed it, it's as a result of cutting off from the feather they needed to fly. I don't need it. I don't need it. Don't worry. The time is coming. It will plug on you. You know, I've said it, I'll keep saying in this church. If the way this guy is serving, truly as he's serving truly, and somebody gives him private jet under me, I won't collect it. He works for it. He works for it. I was talking to a friend yesterday and he said, in fact, Major that came here, there was one of his boys that came with him that was shouting, prophesy! That said he was washing car before the guy started selling phones. The guy built house last year and brought the document to him and he said he told God that if he build his first house, he's going to give it to his spiritual father. That one received the document and gave it back to him. That is what it's called. Because the guy said, whatever thing I am today, God used you to make me become it. I was a car wash. I was washing car. You picked me. Today he has about 3 shops inside Alaba selling phones. High quality phones. He just bought the same Benz which his spiritual father they use. About 30-something million. So he said to himself, the house will be not same building for, same building for tenants. But he handed over the document to him. The man collected it and gave it back to him. If he has not impacted him, he won't do that. That's so some of you just see small light, you just like it, bam, boom, you just change church. You start picking faults from teachings, from preachings. Before you see this one, you say this one is doing this one because of small change. Small change. May Jehovah give you somebody that will have your time. That's what I've said some things are necessary, but they are not important. Living this luxury life, when you are not doing well, shows you are living a fake life. There are certain things right now I can't even buy, even though I know the money is there. Because I need it, but it's not important now. It's not important now. So your father is like your mentor is like a father. You need their feather to fly higher. You will fly after this service. A man called Isaac Newton said, "If I have seen feather, it is because I am standing on the shoulder of those ahead of me." There is a kind of excellent spirit that we are still aiming to get to, and that's why we are connected to certain people who have this excellent spirit. One of the grace which I'm yet to sow into, I'm just trusting God I'm going to do that, is when I heard that where we pay our tithe to, Koza in Abuja. The facility they were using, they were asked to vacate the facility. They got angry, bought the facility, and used about 1.something billion to renovate the facility in the space of 3 weeks. I don't even understand. Why? We want to renovate. Are you ready to sell? No. If you have to sell, how much will it cost? But even if you want to sell, we'll sell 100 million. I will give you 120 million. Get the paper ready in the next 3 days. In 3 weeks. And it was fixed. Now hear this. These things don't just happen overnight. You hear them a statement like, we connected it to Bishop Oyedepo. When we see any project going on, we sow into that project. So when it is time for them to, you see people sow into the same project. That's why you see a lot of things. You see, now here is any church that is afraid of giving into project, those members cannot prosper. They can't prosper. Go and write it anyway. Any church, any organization you see that they are doing projects, and members come to run, say, now we're doing a build, I pay me an it, they can't run. Such members cannot prosper. I have 2 people in university that every 2 weeks I send them money. Whether I've eaten or not, every 2 weeks I must give them a certain amount of money. It's fixed. Do I have a child in university? No. Why am I doing that? For the sake of the child till tomorrow. That even if I'm no more, somebody should also take the same responsibility. You don't do things because you don't do things for the sake of now. You do it for the sake of tomorrow. That is the problem of you don't know. When you see those men, they were doing those things they were doing. You know, it's like this man is mad though. He's looking for money. He's doing something like this. Does he have sense? Look at his church. But they were busy sowing those seeds. Today, they are now reaping it. Did you hear that about 2 people, 3 people came together to buy Bishop Oyedepo, Rolls Royce? And one of them said it wasn't up to 3 weeks. Somebody gave him ×3 of that money. What are you saying? You get small 100,000, they pitch and you hold like this. How do you want to enter into your level of millions? How? If you don't break out from it, you can't get new ones. And hear this, there is no sacrifice that is a waste. Did you hear what I said? There's no what? It's not a waste anytime, any day. It becomes a waste the moment you start talking about it. I gave that money I gave. You have lost it. In fact, as a matter of fact, you never gave it. You never gave it as if you were giving it to God's project. You felt you were giving it to a man. So the moment you start doing that, you have lost that ground. One of my daughters, I don't know whether she's going to share the testimony. She was telling me something that happened last week in her shop and all those things there. He said, I asked her, I said, did I tell you I was coming to your shop the day I came? He said, no. Did I tell you the moment I came and I went and hit that particular shop, did you know why I hit the shop? He said, no. So why must it be that same shop is where they say you should come and collect again? Then there was something she said. She said, Daddy, the thing surprised me. You know, when you're at the point of like, I'm almost giving up, God now showed up. So I said, I've always told you, anything you are doing in the house of God is not a waste. It's never a waste. Yesterday, one of our daughter here, Sister Favor. Daddy, how much is it without your cream? I said 5. She went and withdrew it and gave it to me. As I go, fuel won't finish for a car. I use and buy fuel. I told someone, I said, she gave me money for cream. I don't use and buy fuel. So you now think tomorrow, by the time she settled down, and maybe she did follow the husband, come out, fuel can't finish. You see somebody tomorrow, no, can't do the same thing. These things are seed. Anything you see your mentor, if your mentor is a giver, practice it. If your mentor is a teacher, practice it. If your mentor is a decent person, practice it. That's when I see people who dress any around. I just look, I just know, say, the spirit has not entered you. If he entered you, will change. If he enter you, you go change. You go change. You know why you have not changed? It has not entered you. Now you saw what is trending on lines recently for a very prominent man of God that went and did tattoo. And I was telling someone, I said, is that not your mentor? I said, that's not my mentor again. No. My mentor said, it must be your mentor. Now, he's looking for, he has brought out Bible verses. Other people are defending it, that there is nothing wrong in blah, 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 and all those things there. Now, you cannot convince old people like us in this walk. You can't convince us. In fact, you can't confuse us. Are you aware that even microblading, that is even a tattoo? It's a tattoo. Anything that remains permanent, if that remains permanent, when no feel move, not tattoo. As long as it's permanent, it cannot be removed. It's tattoo. But you see people have way of defending stupid things. They will come up with a lot of rubbish. When the Bible tells you that this thing should not be in your body. There's a difference between when you had it before you gave your life to Christ. Nobody should hold you into that. But when you are in Christ already, and do you know that whether you like it or not, you'll be so shocked that other members and other pastors under him will start doing the same thing. Why? Because he's their mentor. Because you go, yeah, after all, if daddy feed one, me I know feed one. I don't know if you understand. If mama feed one, me I know feed one. See, you see the way I'm talking. You see the way I'm talking, Jen. You see I'm not shouting today. To have a good mentor, it takes time. I will give you a pastor according to my heart. That should be Jeremiah what? I will give you a pastor according to my heart, which will feed you. Which will feed you. So the work of a mentor is to feed you. Which will feed you with knowledge. That should be, I think Jeremiah 11 or Jeremiah 13 or something. Can just type it, it will come out. A pastor after my heart. I will give you a pastor. You are not the one to look for a pastor. Looking for a pastor to pastor you is foolishness. You just change church. I say this church. This one. You don't know what you are doing. Getting a pastor is spiritual. When I see people, I hear this. When I see people suddenly just stop church, not come to church. If I find out what they do, you know, if I find out what they do, nothing. I leave you. That means you are tired under my grace. Please, I need water to drink. You are tired under my grace. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you. Can you see it? We shall do what? Feed you with what? Knowledge and understanding. So a mentor feeds you with knowledge and understanding. What is knowledge? I'm aware of this, but that is knowledge. What is understanding? I know this thing. So if a mentor is talking to you about something, is aware of, he wants you to also be aware of it. Because you can't be doing same mistake now. Abba. Mistakes are never the best experience. The Bible is the best experience. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Mistakes are not what? What is the best experience? The Bible is the best experience. Don't let anybody, don't let those nonsense things they put in your heart hack your heart. Experience is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. There are certain experience you will get. You may not recover from it too. So don't pray for such experience. I was talking to one of the guest speakers that we invited here, and he said, when you told me that Ken was your son, I said, I doubted it. I said, why? He said, because the guy is doing well. He's just buying properties. I said, buying property is not a new thing. He contacted the it's like water. So I said, it's not a new thing. He said, do you know that in that environment, from Ikorodu bus stop, if you mention his name, started with half plot like this. Before you know, come out again, you go move, you go come out, you go move. So I said, instead of doing that, and one of the grace he contacted was also grace of business. He has investment. Water, not juice, water. Praise God. Praise God. So you need, let me give you one or two, then we can just pray. Mentor help you to avert great disasters. When you have a mentor, they help you. Things are supposed to happen, they will tell you to avoid it. These are some of us has experienced in ministry for over 29 years plus now in ministry. And we are telling you that is still very young. Don't do this way. Don't go through this way. Don't do like this. I was telling him in the office. As a matter of fact, all my keyboardists, I use the word, all my keyboardists are pastors. Not your pastor, they are general overseer. All my keyboardists. I use the word all, not some. They came the way it came. Before you know it, power came on them. Grace came on them. Victor came as a keyboardist. He was doing business before, but business didn't move. So he gave church the time. One day I called him, I said, stand up. I said, God is going to keep you busy very soon. I see where they will call you to do a very large supply. I said, but make sure that you are still committed. He got a job. They told him to supply printer. This printer, when they print something now, they should supply about 50 something pieces. So the team that time got him. So I called him. I said, "Oh, but what happened?" Then I had like 3 keyboards in church. So whether you come, you don't come. There are people that were fighting to play keyboard for me. We were not in church. You say, Daddy, I'm sorry, sir. You were the one that said I will be busy. So the thing has come. As I speak to you now, I'm in Ibadan. And tomorrow I'm going to Christina. Tomorrow I'm doing this. Tomorrow I'm doing that. So he said when I traveled to one of the states, and the pastor told him, he said, in as much as God is blessing you, don't leave the space where God picked you from. So when the man of God told him that thing, he then tell him, say, come here. He go tell him, say, can I be it? And all those kinds instead of good. Because he's into system. So when he send those things, we have to go there and connect it for them. So you could just tell him, say, okay, can I just whip it to you? Then somebody can do the connection. Because most of those connections, when they do, they make, I know if you come church. Before you knew it, grace came on him. He was ordained as a pastor. He built a church and built 2-story offices. Victor, a keyboardist. You know, Pastor Promise now, sometimes if I call him, he comes here. He's into real estate. He's also a pastor. Even Mr. Tony that used to sew my clothes, where they sew my clothes, is also a pastor now. My PA that was washing my clothes is also a pastor now. So you can't come like that one wasting down there. So he's also a pastor, but he has to go through the ministry of an usher first. He has to go through that ministry. So you look at your mentor. What are the graces that God has given to this man? You start keying to it. How do you don't key into it? This morning I was in the office and I said, who brought this in? They said, Juana brought it. I said, God, thank you. These people are learning now. It might look little, but you don't know how far that thing has gone. Because I think was it not just mute? Was it not just some? You earn honor. You do what? You don't force honor. As a pastor, you don't force honor. You earn it. People will give it to you willingly, not in a very hard way. A lot of people have said, they say, one of the reasons why they just love me is because the way I'm open, the way I'm free to them. That's why you can't come to my office now. You come, the way I go even talk to yourself, you go laugh, you go stand up, go. You did if they born you, the other that Linda was calling, you say, Daddy, this is my leg, this is my leg, this is my leg, this is my leg. I said, because now they gossip me. Now they gossip, now me. Oh yeah, come. I match it. I said, yeah, they go. And one of the things I've told God now, you gossip me, you will get one small problem. So then I will be the one to help you solve it. You go call on your pastor friend, make them pray. No, you not go walk until when you come meet me. So there are certain things, anything you see inside me, you can't get it like that. Don't let anybody deceive you. You can't get it like that, man. You pay for it. Fide is going to school, Nabi. Are you not paying for school? He's paying school fees. He paid transport. If you hustle any money, you hustle in his business place. He's using the money to sponsor himself. So, but when he gets to the aspect of spiritual things, it's always difficult to key into it. Mentors are allowed out.